What's good? You know, it's your boy, Skinny Josh, um, Jiggy Jet Juicy J Jr. the Third, aka Distorted Forever, aka Daddy Booze, aka you know, one half of Exhibit Decay, you know, aka Mr. Thorn in his side.
This is Today I will be telling the story of how I made a big mistake in that I forgot to grab my passport from my stuff that I left in Colorado after I moved out from my dorm in New York from Colorado on tour. Should have grabbed it and brought it with me to Tennessee on tour, but I forgot, so I could not go to Portugal. I remember the day of, and we had it overnight shipped, but it didn't work, so it took me extra 4 days and extra lot of money because I kept buying a flight and then it would not work. So after having a lot of damages on the van that costed some monies too, I was being down on myself. But this is the story of how that time in New York was very good for me, and I had good sessions with my friends and had a long time.
Momentous opportunity that God has given us to breathe and to do the thing that you can do best when you're locked in a place and can't get out, which is explore your mind and the workings of your mind, which have been sculpted by your experiences. Let's start with a big one. School. Graduated from school, so now you're in this post-schooling system phase, very freshly in the beginning of it, just July. You know, your birthday was just barely a month ago, full moon this week. Having to grapple with the temper tantrum of this is not what I wanted, and I did not get what I want, and this was not my way. I'm going to read you my diary entry from when I was crying at the airport. Dear Krishna, I know it's been a while. I'm very thankful for your patience. I'm grateful you are so merciful, that you give me everything I need and more. The abundance to afford very expensive lessons and the compassion to remember them by how much they suck. But to be lighthearted enough to move on and try to get back to serving you. All of the people I've collaborated with before, to the people that I will collaborate with. Yeah, so I'm grateful to be grateful. I'm grateful that I'm in a moment where I'm forced to be grateful because there's nowhere to go. And it's out of my control. And that's the best place to be, because then you don't have to try to surrender. It's just done for you. You have to surrender. And then that's the best place to be spiritually too. And I feel like all the most meaningful moments where something, the deepest part of me was touched and changed, those moments that have formed my outlook on life, all of them came from losing control. Okay, if you can't tell, at this point, I'm going just a little bit crazy because I'm very thankful that Katerina would let me stay in her place, her adorable apartment. But I have been here for quite some time. Thought I would definitely be far from America at this point, which is, you know, I'm grateful to even be in this situation. But yeah, things sometimes don't go how you plan, and then you replan, and then they still don't go how you plan. But eventually, I know things are gonna work out, and keep getting back up on that horse, even when things do not go as planned. That is the story for today. Bye. And so that now I can see the journey and I can be connected with the progress and not take it for granted. And be grateful for the progress, because it's so easy to get into comparison. To be grateful for the camaraderie that formed throughout various phases of my inspiration with other creatives, and seeing their ideas, and seeing them pursue them, and how they have imbued my creation with their spirit. Now, my creation is nothing without all those people, and having gratitude for the camaraderie that I have now with my band and the people I've created music with so far, but also the people that I will create music with. And tribes guided by your presence, unite, but every year they bless a heart. Give me direction, whether or not you are okay. Because you're okay despite the material existence. Yes. Oh, that one. Okay, that makes sense. Great. So it was all true that we're not this body, and that we have the power to control how we feel and how we respond. Okay. Well, good to be back here again. Funny how it happens. Funny how the fucking phases pass you by like that. Same old, same old. You don't get what you want. You cry about it. You blame people and you get mad and you point fingers. And then you end up right back where you started. Oh yeah. It's freaking okay. Funny how it gets you though. The easiest direct access to the perfected state of being, of thinking of Krishna and being with Krishna, still accessible, but times like this really make me appreciate this new method of long periods of sobriety, because that's where I really find it. So I'm grateful for this time to reflect, not only because of all the past that I've been reflecting on, about how I flowed into who I am now, but also to look forward to the future and not just be trying to keep up with the momentum of the past, but have a moment to breathe so that I can step out willingly into where I want to be in the future, which is Portugal.